Hello, Internet. This is LordMaddog, and I'm coming at you with another update to my Souls-like combat game. Well, not game. It's a project. Eventually, it will turn into a game once I figure out the art style I want to go through and get everything done. Now, last time I stopped talking to you, I said I was going to work on my Devlog and quest system. Obviously, I didn't do that yet. I'm going to get to it. I promise I'll start working on that soon. But right now, that I did do is I added archery to the game, bow and arrow. So we'll go ahead and show that off. That's what we're showing off today. Here we are. Whoop. You see there? That little blue line shows the arrow is still charging. See the blue flashing on the arrow? And and then you can fire. Now you can fire before it's done charging, but it'll fly less and do less damage. And I wanted to take arrows that take a while to fully charge. At full charge, they do 1.5 damage, 150% damage of your melee damage. So I wanted to make it take longer because this is a Souls-like. So range combat needs to be a little bit more balanced to be useful. So this will be good for an open salvo, but you wouldn't want to use it in the middle of combat because it's a bit slower. And it's actually a lot slower when you first start out. So also one other thing you'll notice here, it's actually using up the arrows on my back. So that's really cool. And I can also go ahead and pick them up. So I'll go ahead and pick up the arrows I've used. Here we go. Pick up all those arrows. There we are. And I can re-equip them. And you can see them appear in the corner. The arrows also go by weight. So the heavier the arrows, the less farther they fly. I have wood arrows. I also have scarlet arrows. They weigh just 1.1 less, and they fire just a little bit farther than wood arrows because they're a little bit lighter. Now, let's talk about skills. I have added a new skill called Archery. Your Archery works with, the top one is speed, how fast you can draw your bow to full draw length. The second one is poise, the poise damage you do on hit, and the bottom one is obviously cost. So I'm going to reset how many points. I got 15 points to spend here. Now, if I go up in poise, it'll cost more in magic cost, and that's for like if you want to fire at a target and knock them down for some reason, like maybe they're on a horse. Once I ever get to that point, I don't have mounted combat yet, but maybe you can knock them off a horse with a powerful arrow. And if you don't want to worry about poise, you can put that down and put it into speed here. So we need 200 speed, but that's going to cost me a decent amount. I don't know if I can actually do it. So I can draw my bow a lot faster. So let's see how much faster. Oops. Oh, yeah, I didn't fully draw there. Here we go. So I didn't actually have enough mana to fully draw, stamina to fully draw that at that point. So I have to go ahead and put down a couple points. So yeah, here, 180%. Let's see if I can full draw it at 180%. See? Yeah, that's a lot faster. Yep. So that's pretty good. So that's a difference in drawing. When you first start out, I wanted to make it so a level 1, it takes a while to draw your bow a good bout. And as you get in higher level 2, it'll be a little bit longer too. So that is the basics of archery. Now I've also got it to work with my AI here. Let's go ahead and argo all these AI. You'll see here they can actually use archery. You see they're charging, they're firing. A little higher level than these guys, but they still do a decent amount of damage. They can hit criticals on me and whatnot. So yeah, you can see archery. Oh, also they got me. Dude. Oh, I know, I didn't actually die. I got knocked down. They did enough poise damage to knock me down. I didn't even realize it. You can also, when you get hit, you can draw the arrow out. Well, now the arrows are gone because I died. I didn't delete all the arrows on the map. Arrows last for up to 4 minutes or until you die. During that time, you can pick them up at any time. You run over to them, you can pick them up. I didn't want to leave too many sitting around for performance-wise. And that's pretty much everything when it comes to archery. I'm very pleased with how well it turned out. The only thing I'm not happy about is that they did not, the bow itself does not animate, and I'm not really sure how to go about making the bow itself animate. The only way I think about knowing how to make the bow animate was I have to put a skeleton inside the bow, and then actually, right now, all my weapons are static objects, static meshes, not skeletal meshes. So if I were to do that, I'd have to rework how my system works. Now, there might be another way to make like a morph target for static mesh, but I'm not really sure about how that works in Unreal Engine, and that might actually work. I think that could work. in Unreal Engine if I did some type of morph target, if there's such thing like that. But other than that, it's just a lot of work for a little bit of visual acuity that's just not quite worth it for me. But if you do have an easy way to make the bow animate, if you know something that might work, then I would like to hear it. Other than that, other than that, I added an incinerator because I had way too many items. See here? So now you can incinerate items. Whee! And they just are gone. Yeah, so I made it so you can burn your items. Other than that, that's pretty much everything. I hope you have enjoyed this quick explanation of archery in my Souls-like combat project. Yeah, I keep wanting to call it game, but it's not actually a game yet. It's just the project. Anyway, LordMaddog signing off.